Hello everyone, this is Chris Horner and I want to talk about FTP file transfer protocol. It's a pretty simple process. It uses port 21 for usually, and I have a FileZilla here and I'm going to show you how it works. Now for ease of use, I actually already have it set up here in the site manager, and this is just going straight to a VPS that I own, and for the itguy.network domain. And as you can see, all the information is already in there, and if I click connect, it is then to establish a connection to the server. So as you can see here, I have some CompTIA certification PNGs. It looks like Network Plus, Security Plus, a whole zip of CompTIA Security Plus, logos here, and it is pretty much kind of like you're using Google or Dropbox. The same process. You could bring files up and down. You could delete them. For example, I could come over here and I could delete this file. Oh, and I could delete that file. And I could bring this file back up. But there's a huge problem with FTP. Now let's talk about that. I'm going to bring this over here. FTP is an insecure way of having a file transfer service. This is unencrypted, and people that know what they're doing could just get a simple tool, for example like Wireshark, that is free, download it and capture packets. Now these are packets that were captured with Wireshark, and it here, as you look at it, in this section right here, shows the username and the password. So you could follow the TCP stream and see that it is very simple to be able to now, since I have your username and password and all your information, to go inside your FTP account and delete files, take files, or just copy them all. So my recommendation would be to not use regular FTP, especially for important documentation, but use something like SFTP, FTPS, FTP over SSH. There's many different ways of doing it, but let's look over here on a server. So this is the cPanel for the itguy.network, and I just pulled up this admin guy.network, and if you look at it, it is a pretty simple forward process. You would make a login and username and password, and from there you would set up the rights that they would have, how much space they would use, what folders, and there's a couple ways of going with that. Now you could do it just by using these manual settings, but sometimes even the manual settings or the configuration file, it might not be right. So for example, here it's saying that this should be ftp.itguy.network, but if you're using something in the middle of your IP address, for example like I am with Cloudflare, then this is not going to work. You're going to have to actually punch in the correct IP address instead of this itguy.network. Okay, so that being said, the port, like I was saying before, is usually port 21, and you could actually take this file, that's what I did, and download this, and you could put it into FileZilla. Same thing with the Core FTP. I have both of these on my computer. I tend to favor FileZilla more. But remember, if you do download this and just use this configuration file, it has to be it might be a headache and you're just pulling your hair out trying to figure out why it's not working. But if you have a something in the middle, like I do, like Cloudflare, then you are then to have to manually put the IP address in there. Okay, so it also is shows here how you can walk through, and it gives you the steps to do this. And as you can see on this server, it is set up to do SFTP and FTP. So if you wanted to make sure that it was secure, you would definitely go with SFTP. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.